Welcome back to One Piece Anime Review, episode number 96. This one's going to be a surprising one because here's the thing. I'm on the 5th batch of episodes basically that dub the Wano arc. And here's the thing. Today, I got through 7 episodes. And you're probably asking, how the heck is that possible? I got 2 done at work. I got 1 done while I went to Wendy's. Yes, I had a little snack there, watch this. And I also watched an episode when I went to the bathroom. I had the number 2, don't ask. Then I watched the next, let's see, that was 44. And I watched the last 3 when I was basically having my dinner, having salad, and doing dishes. And now I got them all done. 7 out of the 12 remaining episodes for this batch. Now, I don't know when the next batch is going to release. I don't know. It just kind of mysteries me. First 2 episodes mostly just continue where we left off last time, where we have most of the Straw Hats minus Luffy at the execution of Otama. Otaku is basically broken through the wooden fence where her father is, and she's like just grabbing his body and trying to use Toto. And of course, Usopp tells her like it doesn't really work, and well, then of course it looks like the Shogun basically gets really desperate. And then, of course, basically Zoro and Sanji go and save her. Oh, by the way, Inori is there. With the whole thing they revealed a little secret about the smile. Yeah, the fact it was brought here over the course of a few years. Yeah, this has been going on for a while. And unknown if this is reversible because it's not really real if it is by the time the arc is over with. So everybody basically masks their emotions with laughter. Because... and of course, Kaido's like points out that Orochi is more evil, and it's almost implying though that Orochi is more evil than Kaido. Kaido may be a dick, but not even he would do something like this. Or people who are starving. So yeah, fame of fruit that basically takes away the ability to swim, and all I can do is laugh. Despite the fact they're hungry and having 2 teeth falling out, yeah. He doesn't really freaking care. He just wants his nice, peaceful flower capital. Get all nice food, nice ladies. That's what he wants. He doesn't give a damn about the poor at all. He rather basically just go away. I don't want to hear you. Here's my food. Give me more. That's basically how Orochi is. And the guy is the way he's written, I don't blame Funimation or even Toei for basically writing this way. He is freaking paranoid. My gosh, he's so freaking paranoid. Like, and of course, they open fire on Zoro and Sanji. It's like the bullets. The rest of the Straw Hats get involved, and of course, to get Otaku and her father's body away. And of course, Luffy is not happy seeing people laughing over a man's death. He doesn't know about the fact the smile stuff, but and he's like, he turns the queen and he's like, balloon, let's get started with round 2. He's like, really? This is my prison. And then all of a sudden, get this. By the way, this next 2 episodes from episode 43, basically 42 to 47, all the rest of this is all focused on Udon. And a lot of craziness happens over the course of these episodes. So, we have is where the killer, the street slasher, who's actually killer, yeah, and Captain Kid, who's been captured, yeah, he just shows up, sees him, and basically gets arrested, and brought to prison, and basically puts him under war torture, and looks like he's about to die, and then all of a sudden, Big Mom shows up, smashes through 3 freaking gates, and like, oh no, he just smashes the first gate, she smashes the second, here comes, oh crap, and then she smashes the gate, and then of course, everybody's shocked the fact it's Big Mom. Yeah, and then of course she's like, where's my Ucha, basically red bean soup. She like goes in there, and Queen's like, really? She's here for my snack? Yes, the red bean soup is a snack. And then they start a fight, where basically Queen is basically getting suplexed by Big Mom. Getting suplexed. I'm surprised she doesn't give a freaking choke slam. And if you're curious though, it seems like Big Mom is giving him a delayed vertical suplex, and possibly a German suplex as well. Throws her around, knocks him down, Then she goes after Luffy because Luffy kind of inadvertently admits that he ate the red bean soup, and of course they almost run out of the ring. Of course they fall out and like, oh no, the collar's about to go off. But then Luffy unlocks the Ryu, smashes the collars, and yeah, smashes the collars, and then of course like he had to block the move, and of course he kind of blocks. Of course, thinks he died, but nope, he's actually alive and well. And then of course Luffy has chased Big Mom, which we get introduced to several characters throughout these episodes. Not exactly full appearance, but mostly, yeah, it's definitely them. We're introduced to Tanjiro, a Yakuza boss. Yes. There's also Bloodletter Ozma, Moonflower Ocho, very beautiful woman. Yape, yeah, that's Yape. Snake Eyes Itape. And of course, a few other characters. Now, who voices characters? Well, Tanjiro is voiced by Sean Lasaru. Osema, there's no credit for his dub actor yet, but technically 946 is his debut. Ocho is voiced, well, no credit for her voice actor yet, but she's oh my gosh, she's hot. Ooh boy. Yasep, they have no credit for him, but yeah. There's also a character named Joe, who's one of the prisoners. He makes first appearance in 747 by Kiba Walker. There's also Tetsu, which no credit for a dub actor for him. And also Henji. Also credit for a dub actor either. So basically we run into all these Yakuza, we see all these silhouettes of these, like, very important people, basically Yakuza bosses, that's who these people are. And then Queen wakes up after being knocked out by Big Mom, and it comes a trap for her. So, by the way, Big Mom is chasing Luffy with a metal beam with nails sticking out of it. It's almost like basically she's carrying Janice. Now, you're probably thinking, what the heck am I talking about, Janice? Well, that was the name of a piece of wood that former TNA wrestler, now current WWE writer, well, the guy's name was Chris Parks, when he was known as the Monster Abyss, he carried around this piece of board with nails sticking out of it, with the pointy parts sticking out. Very similar idea to that one. And this thing, oh boy, if you got hit by this thing, this would actually look like it would freaking hurt you. And here's the thing about this thing. It only hit two people. Well, one thing on screen kind of confirmed he hit Rob Van Dam, apparently off screen. Though apparently this is due to the fact he ran out of dates. And in the case of basically got knocked out, was seeing it for quite a while. This is someone that you're like, ooh, here's the red bean soup that was the same pot. I was like, oh no, you tricked me. Of course, he thinks Luffy's responsible for it. And then, of course, Queen jumps up into the air and smacks her on top of the head. And that apparently recovers her memory. Because when she first arrived, she had no idea who the heck Queen even was. Yep. Then, of course, basically, it's like, oh, you're Queen, of course, you're Kaio's minion. And then she topples over. And then Queen's like, she's down? Good. Bring me some shade! Tie her up! Terrible shade! And then he's like, is my ship ready? Yes, sir. Put her on my ship. We're going straight to Kaido. Yes, that is literally what he's doing here. Because he's really paranoid about Big Mom waking up. And he's like, okay, evacuate the whole prison, leave minimal staff here, and just get all the prisoners. Put them all in their cells, and just deal with stuff later. I want to deal with this Big Mom thing later. Like I get to go with Kaido. Let Kaido deal with this nonsense. Yep. And then, of course, basically, the Big Mom leaves. Meanwhile, though, while all this craziness is going on, Raizo and Kenobu basically commandeer the communication system. And, of course, he's knocked out two guards, presumably get some keys. Also, the unopened cell opens up. and we hear a voice. Now, a few people recognize who this is. It's the Kappa. Yep. This mysterious voice, like, Yapapa. This is Kamatsu, the Kappa. Yeah, it's great to see this guy again present day. Like, okay.
The rest of it, I'll leave up to it.
Yeah, and that pretty much, and why is he laughing? Well, the warden of the prison decided to get his vice lord to get these two guns, poison pellet guns, and into these pellets is a virus. Which, by the way, Queen will use this type of thing later on in the arc. Yeah, he using his own men. So, I feel person get shot, get infected with this stuff, and then it can look like, oh, because of course, they kind of get blackmailed to take down Luffy because, despite the fact they might be freed, Orochi still controls the country. And that's what the Kappa speaks of. Is one of the 9 scabbards. Which all shocked the fact it's him because, and here's the thing, the warden actually kind of forgot he was there into this moment. But damn, love these 7 episodes. They are awesome. They're just as awesome as I watched them 3 years ago. Like I was so excited watching this again. Like, wow, who would have thunk they'll get to these episodes, the Udon episodes, where Big Mom gets about Queen. And then, of course, like, oh, get yourself tied up with, okay, these are 100% steel sea stone chains. Wrap up to like, oh, wrap up again. Yeah. Like, wow. But damn, awesome. Love it. Okay, so that's episode of you. Next up's going to be a comic corner, and it's on to another world with my smartphone. And then the comic corner, then hopefully case closed. And maybe I might get a chance to get back this, but as of right now, the expansion of these 7 episodes, I have 5 more to go. And then I'm done with the One Piece stuff for right now until I release more. And then, of course, basically be on to Doctor Who. But there will be anime coming soon, but don't worry about that. Okay, bye.